Hello, America. How's everybody doing? This is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot Sublimation Blank Supply Store. Happy Saturday. Do me a favor if you could. Drop your city and state. Like, share, and tag. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Let me know where you're tuning in from, ladies and gentlemen. How's everybody doing out there in business land on Business Saturday? Well, hello, Amara. How you doing? Thanks for jumping on. So we're getting closer and closer to the Thanksgiving holidays. It's getting closer and closer to Christmas. Getting closer and closer to the new year. And we got some amazing things going on here at the Blank Spot. Just wanted to key you guys in on some things. Grand Rising, Grand Rising. So, first things first. Whether you are a hobbyist or a business owner, I want you to know, please understand that the process of sublimation, the sublimation process, is more than just t-shirts and tumblers. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to believe, y'all. Sublimation is more than just t-shirts and tumblers. I don't know where we got the idea that that's all it really was, but somewhere along the line, somebody probably told you, hey, you know what? Get in the business and you have to find your niche, right? Your niche. The thing that you can focus in on, drill down on, get good at, I don't want to use the word perfect because that's a word that's too widely used in any industry. I like to use the word get better, improve. The word perfect to me sounds so final. So final. But I need y'all to understand that if you're going to be in sublimation, if you're going to be in that lane, if that's something that you're going to do, sublimation gives you a wide variety of different items that you can actually sublimate. It does. It gives you a wide variety. I mean, there are hundreds of things, hundreds of items that you can actually sublimate. If you're a hobbyist and you're just doing it for family and friends, cool. Got nothing against it. But if you're a business owner and you're going to use this as an opportunity to earn some money, if you're going to use this as an opportunity to add some value to your finances, if that's what you're going to do, then I strongly encourage you to consider the options and the ideas that sublimation is more than just t-shirts and tumblers. I heard somebody say the other day that the t-shirt industry, and they talk about it all the time, how many hundreds of millions of dollars the industry is, how big the t-shirt industry is, $1 billion industry, whatever. And then they go back and they say something like, but it's so flooded. It's so saturated. The t-shirt industry is so saturated. That's what they say. They say it's so saturated. My question to you is, if you have heard or if you believe that the t-shirt industry is saturated and you become a part of, or you decide to partake in another process of creating t-shirts or creating, why would you choose to create only t-shirts if the area is so saturated? I'm speaking to you I'm speaking to you from a standpoint as a business owner. Once again, if you're a hobbyist, this ain't for you. If you are somebody who's just kind of feeling your way through and uh, haven't decided one way or the other, this ain't for you. However, if you're a business owner and you have made up your mind that you are going to be in business and this is going to be a main or a major stream of income for you, if you want to actually conduct business and you want to create some revenue from this opportunity, then, and you're in sublimation, then my question to you is, why is it that you choose to do an item that people say is so saturated? I don't believe in saturation. I don't personally. However, once again, if you're not a business owner, your comments really don't mean anything to me. I'm just gonna be honest with you. If you're just giving your personal opinion, it doesn't really mean anything to me. But if you are a business owner, my question to you is, people are doing t-shirts, right? They're doing screen print t-shirts. They're doing screen print transfers. They're doing vinyl transfers. They're doing silk screen. They're doing all types of t-shirts. My thing is this: if you're going to get into an industry that's going to be crafting, right? If you're going to be doing some type of crafting, and you decide to do something, and you say, well, I'm going to pick sublimation because sublimation is going to be my go-to thing, then why is it that people are only doing t-shirts? Why is it that people are only doing tumblers? Why is it that people, that's my question. I don't know if anybody can answer that or wants to answer that. I don't know what y'all are doing. I mean, so if this is only for the people who are doing sublimation, okay? This is targeted to people who are doing sublimation. My question to you is that if you're going to do sublimation, why is it that so many people are only doing t-shirts? I think we're missing. I see a lot of comments coming through, but I think we're missing the question. If we're going to do sublimation, there's hundreds of items out there to sublimate. And I'm only talking to business owners. I'm not talking to people who are wannabe business owners. I'm not talking to people who think they're in business, but kind of not. I'm not talking to people who are hobbyists. I'm only talking about people who are in business and who are using sublimation as a business. Not saying that you have to leave the broadcast. I'm just saying, if this question, you can't honestly answer the question with an opinion if you're not a business owner and you're not doing that thing. That's what I'm saying. Grand Rising from Jersey, South Jersey. Jamaica, Grand Rising. How you doing? There's lots of things out there. There's hundreds of items out there that can be sublimated. So once again, as people are jumping on, I'm going to pose the question again. If you are in the area of sublimation, okay, I don't care if you take mud and sling across a t-shirt and sell it. I can care less. My question is that if you are in the field of sublimation, I didn't say vinyl, I didn't say screen print transfers, I didn't say, any of the other types of transfers. I'm talking about sublimation transfers, okay? If you're into sublimation and everybody's doing t-shirts, everybody's offering t-shirts, everybody opens up a t-shirt business, and you jump into sublimation that has access to so many different items: book bags, purses, wallets, jewelry, cups, tumblers, mugs, frames, license plates, hair products, hats, glassware, anything MDF. Man, jogging suits, hoodies, um, man, anything that you could think of. If you're in the sublimation lane, then why is it that people only focus on t-shirts and sublimation? That's what I'm talking about. Okay, someone says that business owners get scared to fail by thinking out of the box. They go safe. I don't think being a business owner is being safe at all. So if somebody's scared of scared of failing because of thinking outside of the box, they never already failed, because being afraid as a business owner, that's an oxymoron. We can't be a business owner and be afraid. Um, Sublimation is not a field; it's a method. Absolutely, I get it. The area of sublimation. And that let's not cross channels or cross hairs. Okay, so we're gonna be by the book and alphabets. Okay, so sublimation. I guess I'm on the wrong platform this morning. So sublimation. I was getting some interference. Sublimation. This is only for business owners. This is not people who have opinions that are crafters, that are hobbyists. This is only for business owners. So Kim says, Grand Rising to you as well, Kim. Baby t-shirts. She said, baby t-shirts are 2% of what I do. I find joy in the diversity of substrates. Okay, I like that. The reason why I'm asking. The reason why I'm asking is because I want to bring awareness. Okay, we could talk about sublimation being a process. We could talk about sublimation being a process in the crafting area. Just like vinyl is a process. I get it, but you can only do so much with vinyl. Okay, we can only do so much with vinyl. Vinyl, you can only do so much with it. You can only do so much with vinyl. That's bottom line. You can only do so much with vinyl. You can only do so much with vinyl. So I understand that sublimation may be a specific thing. Okay, it's just a process, and people want to find what they can do inside of sublimation. I get it. My question is, why do y'all think that people only choose to do t-shirts, or mostly only choose to do t-shirts? That's my question for this morning. So there's hundreds of items out there. There's hundreds of items out there that can be sublimated. Hundreds. And I haven't counted. I just know we have a lot of items in our store. But my question is, why would we jump in a race? Why would we jump into a race of people that's already doing something, and then we don't kind of separate ourselves or kind of distinguish ourselves from somebody else? That's just my question. I don't know. I think about it a lot, and the reason why I think about it a lot, because I see people only focusing on one area in sublimation. Well, vinyl, I know you can put vinyl on cups. I know you can put vinyl on certain mugs. You can do mostly t-shirts, and that's a process that's like narrowed down. But for the person who is running a business and they hang their hats only on t-shirts or only on tumblers, I think they're minimizing their ability to make money. Let me see. I think because it's easier to maybe more popular. Okay, easier and maybe more popular. I could take that. I just think as a business owner, from a business owner's perspective, I think that people are hanging their hats on one or two things when there's so many other things that's going on out there. Like I spoke to a young lady, and she was talking about focusing in the area of maybe doing memorials. Okay, which is you can do sublimation on memorials. Okay, let me see. I love sublimation because you can sublimate. Let me see, anything that's 100% polyester outside of everything was clothes, sweat towels, blankets. Okay, Cool. Z and Lee, Grand Rising, thanks for jumping on. I don't have anything against people choosing to do only t-shirts and only tumblers. I don't have anything against that. I'm just looking at and I'm saying, man, there's so many different things that are out there that are simple to do. And I think that people in business or people who start business, I think they look at the idea that I can make a lot of money starting a t-shirt business when there's a lot of t-shirt business owners. Lack of educating ourselves on what's out there. Okay, Valerie, I think that's a great answer. Same thing with tea time. If anything, me personally, I'm doing many things. Okay, and I understand narrowing. I understand narrowing down our niche. I understand that. I understand finding out what is our thing. I get that. My thing is that if we continue to give as a business owner, I'm only talking to business owners, okay? If somebody's passing through and happens to see this YouTube broadcast or Facebook broadcast or TikTok broadcast, if somebody's passing through and happens to see this and they want to drop their opinion as a non-business owner, I'm not going to even comment because I'm only talking to business owners. For business owners, okay, you can drop your comment all you want. I'm not going to respond to people who are not business owners. If you're a hobbyist, if you're just doing this for fun, if you just, as a business owner, guys, as business owners, my question to you is, why would we minimize ourselves to an opportunity to make money in other areas? That's what I'm saying. I'm looking, even as I research and I look at all the things that are out there that can be sublimated. Some of the things which I mentioned. And I'm just wondering, how can we get so fixated? How can we get so fixated as business owners? How can we get so fixated on one or two things and then wonder why we're not making money? Somebody's not doing something. There's a demand for other things out there, and somebody's not doing something. There's a demand for memorials. And I realize everybody can't do memorials. It has to be a certain mindset. There's a demand for other things out there. My question is, are you as a business owner looking at different options and different avenues to create other streams of income inside of your business? It's Business Saturday. And if this offends somebody because they're giving their personal opinion on something that is not business related, then I'm not here to offend anybody. I'm here to talk about business right now. Here to talk about business. It's not about what we think. It's not about how we feel. It's a business decision. So now, someone said, okay, Z and Lee says, take the chance to be a trendsetter. Okay? Thinking outside of the box. Grand Rising, everybody, for just jumping on. I'm talking about, and the question is, if you choose to craft in the area of sublimation, I mean, we can, however you want me to say it, however you want me to say sublimation. If you choose to do sublimation, why is it, do you think, that people are only focusing on t-shirts and tumblers? The majority of people are focusing only on t-shirts and tumblers. How do I know? Because that's our major seller in our store. And it's not just in our area, because we sell to people outside of the local area. So the question is, one person said people are not educated. People are not educated about what's out there. I think it's more than that, to be honest with you. To be perfectly honest with you, I think it's more than just people are not educated about what's out there. I think it's people are not educated about how business works. That's my business opinion. That's my business opinion. If I was a grocery store and I only specialized in one type of food, one type of health food, of course, that would be my target audience. Someone says because that's what they see others selling, and they don't want to step outside of what others are doing. I like that answer too. That's a cool answer. I think that's an honest answer. That also falls into the line of people are afraid. People are afraid to do something different. But if I was a grocery store and I sold specialty foods, like let's say health foods, and my whole niche, my whole thing was to attract people who wanted to be healthy, then that would be the type of food that I would be selling. I get that, I understand. But in the area of sublimation, in the process of sublimation, that process, there's so many things that can be sublimated. So many. And I see a lot of people only focusing on t-shirts and tumblers. So how many new customers can one person get by offering only t-shirts and tumblers? I think they believe that they're the easiest to market. Okay, I buy that. I'm trying to get some response, because as far as I can't tell if you're a business owner or not. I can't tell if you're a business owner or not, but I have to emphasize this is only directed towards business owners. This is not directed towards people who are just, doing it as a hobby. Because if you're just doing it as a hobby, it doesn't matter. Because you're not doing it to make money. You know what I'm saying? But if you're doing it as a business owner, and you may find yourself saying, hey, I'm not making any money. Then wouldn't it make sense to say, okay, hey, I'm going to do the sublimation thing. I'm going to do this sublimation thing. And doing the sublimation thing, I got to try out different things. Doing the sublimation thing, I'm not making any money, or as much as I thought I was going to make selling t-shirts and tumblers. So there's so many other things that can be done in sublimation. Why not do something else? This is just business owner talk. This is just entrepreneur talk. There's a lot of people who think, I guess for me, for the person who's looking to make and earn a lot of money in sublimation, or not in sublimation, in a crafting area, crafting business. I think that they have to be able to offer different types of things. Seems like adding different items does unique. Like, I want to add windscreens. Okay, so I mean that's this. Like I said, for me, I look at things on the business side. I don't look at things on a because as a business owner, you can't make emotional decisions. As a business owner, you can't make emotional decisions. And also, as a business owner, you got to realize that we as business owners, we have to be risk takers. We are risk takers. We're not like everybody else. We're not sitting there saying, "Hey, we're going to play it safe." Okay, afraid to step outside of the box. I got you. That makes a lot of sense. But just know that sublimation is more than just t-shirts and tumblers. It is. It's not gonna sit well with what I'm saying with everybody, because everybody that I'm talking to or hears this is not gonna be a business owner. They're not. Everybody that hears this, that follows our page, or that happens to follow our page, or that, some trollers out there, any of our pages or platforms, everybody's not gonna be attracted to us because they own a business. Some people come into our store and they shop with us because they're hobbyists. It's so many things out there, guys. My question, once again, and it stands, it's not going to change. My question is not going to change because I understand so many things. Pillows, pillowcases. Man, there's so many things out here. Matter of fact, for Christmas, ornaments, stockings, Santa sacks. There's so many things out there. And I see people I see people clinging. I see people who call themselves business owners, and these are my concerns. I see people who call themselves business owners clinging to the things that they like to do. Oh, I'm doing this because I like doing it. I don't know any business owner at a beginning level is doing something strictly because they like doing it. Because if you're doing it because you like to do it, but you're not making money at it, it's two things going on. You're not attempting to make a profit, and you're not going to stay in business long. No tips on printer settings. None whatsoever. No tips on printer settings. Sublimation. It's more than just t-shirts and tumblers, y'all. And as a business owner, that's something that has to be considered if you're going to build a successful business. You may not want to do anything outside of t-shirts and tumblers, and that's cool. But then ask yourself, how long is that going to last? That's the next question. How long are you going to be able to maintain and sustain your business offering t-shirts and tumblers only? Some of you got into the game early and you were able to build your network, and some of you were able to build a network and build a customer clientele. And some people are having problems getting customers and building clientele. And I think it is because a lot of people, really don't understand the part of business that really matters. I get what you're saying, because even the IRS says that if we don't profit within so many years, it's not a business, it's on a hobby. Let's see. Kim says, Eric, when I first started, it was indeed with the t-shirt, but I was hesitant to branch out because of the limited storage space. But as I have branched out, the money came, and we were able to get me a studio to work and store stuff. Okay, so cool. So because you took it to a different level, Hey, Professor, what's going on? What's going on? So I'm having this conversation, y'all, and it is a thought-provoking conversation. And there are a lot of people that's not going to like. I'm kind of back, but I'm kind of not. There's going to be a lot of people that's not going to like my responses, and they're not going to like the questions that I'm asking. And I'm not on here to gain popularity. I'm on here to actually provoke thought as business owners. I'm a business owner first. We're in the area of retail. That's our area, retail. We're specializing in sublimation. If we only had t-shirts and tumblers in here, we'd be out of business. If we only offer t-shirts and tumblers, we'd be out of business. You probably say, well, Eric, that's not the same thing. I beg to differ. I think it is the same thing. I think it's very similar. If we only offered t-shirts and tumblers because that's what most people were doing, just most t-shirts and tumblers, then we would be out of business so fast. I'm looking at it from perspective as a business owner. Whatever it is that you're doing, as a business owner, whatever it is that you're doing, maybe it's okay to think outside of the box. Maybe it's okay to take a chance on yourself. I hear people say, well, I do this because I like doing it. But being in business and doing a process because you like it, is picking a specific process, we should be doing it because it's making money. To me, that makes sense. This is only for business owners, y'all. This conversation, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to come across the timeline. They're going to see me saying something. They may even see the question that's being asked, and they may just jump in there. But you know what's going to happen? I'm I'm gonna just let you know. This question ain't for hobbyists. This is a business owner only question. All other opinions to me don't even matter. And I can't tell if you're a business owner or not by your response. But I can pretty much, when you start saying stuff like, well, the market and people like and this, that, as a business owner, give me your business owner opinion. Give me your business owner perspective. Hey, Jackie, thanks for jumping on. What is your opinion as a business owner? It's a difference between things trending, because all trends or things being a fad, and things trending and things continually trending. Sometimes we have to set it for ourselves. Exactly, my husband says, I'm a maker of many things. I make more money with variety. Personalization. Okay. So, how many different customers do we think we can get offering two things as business owners? I got to finish it off with that. As business owners, how many customers do we think we can pick up? Because I heard people saying, well, everybody's doing t-shirts. We got screen print, we have silk screen, HTV, DTF, DTG, sublimation. I'm not telling you to jump into all of those things. What I'm saying is, if you only choose in sublimation to do one thing or two things as a business owner, imagine how much money you're missing out on. Imagine. I'm challenging you all to think outside of the box. Doing this simply because we like to do it is not enough. Not for business. It's not. When the demand goes down, right? When the demand goes down, and people have stopped demanding certain things, how are you then going to make money for your business? You're limited. It's like your portfolio. You must diversify. Just trying to get you to think outside of the box. When the demand for tumblers go down, and they will. When the demand for t-shirts go down, and they will. And you have committed and dedicated your time to building your business, what do? You're a business owner. What do? That's the question. Case in point, marketing. Marketing for my business. If I were to only market on one platform, you don't have to be on all of them, but the whole idea for marketing is to attract customers. If I only market on one platform, wouldn't I be limiting myself to the customers that are not on other platforms? I'm not saying to go and get on every social media platform out there. Right now, I'm on 3 platforms right now, live. I'm on 3 platforms live. And on a regular day, I'm usually on 4 platforms live. Now, my goal is to, when I market on these platforms, is to draw people off of the platform onto our personal platform, which could be a Zoom webinar. It could be a StreamYard broadcast. It could be an in-person class. Hey, Bougie, how you doing? Excuse me, Boutique, I'm sorry, how you doing? My thing is I'm marketing on these social media platforms not to stay on these platforms. I talked about this last night a little bit. I'm marketing so I can get people's attention to get them to the store. To get them to the store. To get them to our website. To get them to our webinar classes. I'm marketing on these social media platforms so I can get people off of these social media platforms so we can talk business and so we can educate one another, learn from one another, and grow together. Hey, man, unfortunately, we can't grow on these social media platforms alone. And the social media platforms will have us to believe that we can until they snatch the rug from up under your feet like they're doing so many people. Ask or response that you give or like what you say. So that's business. And business states that we have to attempt to make profit. I think my internet may be lagging, so I apologize in advance if it is. But the whole idea is if I put all my eggs in one basket, if I only do vinyl shirts, but I say that I am a crafter and I only do vinyl shirts, if I only do shirts, let's say this, I only do shirts, and I get it, right? I get it. I understand. That's where people start. But if I only offer shirts, and the demand for shirts starts to decline, then what? What's happening now? What's happening now is that there's inflation going on. There's a recession. Glamour Stones, Grand Rising to you. Janelle, Grand Rising. There's a recession going on. Inflation is skyrocketing. And people are only spending more and more only on what they really, really, really want. But people are at the World Series. The basketball stadium's full. The football stadium's full. All these things are full. But people are having problems selling their products. Yeah, we do custom shirts in another business. But our company is a retail company. But we have another business that does custom. We do custom items, not just shirts. But that's what's going on. And I think people are getting, as business owners, small, big, otherwise, just getting started, been in for a minute, they're getting so fixated on, I got to be on TikTok Live. I got to be on Facebook Live. I got to be on IG Live. I got to be on YouTube. I got to be on these platforms. What are you giving your audience? What are you giving them to transition to? What are you giving them to transition to? What platform are you sending them to? What are you transitioning them to? Where are you transitioning them to? What else do you have to offer them outside of your social media platform that you're leasing or that you're renting? It's business, right? Hopefully you came on the platform because you saw it was a business platform. Not that I was going to be on here shaking my behind and dancing or talking about somebody's relationship or talking politics. This is a business platform. I get on here to talk about business. I get on here to get your attention, to pique your interest, to let you know that as business owners, we can be successful if we have a strategy. I get on here talking about things like that. If that's not appealing to you, the best thing that can happen is if you can swipe next, right? Swipe next, swipe to the next one. So when I came on here and I said sublimation is more than just t-shirts and tumblers, of course some people are going to take offense because that's all they're doing. Do you realize that some people wake up saying, I wish somebody would? I know, because I used to be like that. I used to be that person to wake up, say, I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would step out of line and say something out of line. I wish somebody would say something that I didn't agree with. But the same people that are on social media disagreeing with what somebody's saying are the same people who will report you so your content gets blocked. The same people will, troll your platform, but they can't troll your personal platform. If you can direct your customers, and I've shifted, y'all. I've shifted conversation. If you can direct your customers from these social media platforms, because you're planting seeds, and pluck them out and put them somewhere else so they can see what you have, you can stay in business longer. I just got into making earrings. I couldn't find shirts that I like for sublimation. Sublimation shirts are expensive. Polyester shirts are expensive. People are looking to be offended. We live in an offended time, so to say. If you're in business right now today, whatever it is you're making, whatever your product or your service is, and you're only doing one thing, we call that, where I'm from the country, we call that a one-trick pony. That's a one-trick pony. And in business, you can't be a one-trick pony. We have several talents. It has to make sense, of course, but we're talking about business now. We're not talking about hobbies. This should not be hurting your feelings. This should be bringing awareness to you as business owners. I call it stuck. I call it stuck too. I call it comfortable. Is what I call it. There's no growth in being comfortable. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not suggesting that you do everything. I'm just basically pointing out that I've noticed that people start t-shirt businesses and they only do t-shirts, and they were doing vinyl, and then they said, hey, I'm going to go to sublimation with my t-shirt business, and then, oh, by the way, you can sublimate all these things? No, I'm just going to do t-shirts. I'm just going to do t-shirts. I wish I could do it on social media. My sister-in-law, so hateful that she report everything. Well, I just got off of a suspension on this platform, on TikTok. So I mean, I'm riding YouTube and Facebook for a little while. I'm going to be on YouTube. 90% of my information is going to be on YouTube from now on. And if you guys are on TikTok, you can find me. You can find me on YouTube, The Blank Spot. Same name. You can find me on YouTube as The Blank Spot. 90% of my information is going to be on there. And I'm going back and forth, guys. When you talk about being in business, you should want to be in business to make money. Hey, Truth, Grand Rising, you should want to be in business to make money. Hey, Aisha, Grand Rising, you should want to be in business to make money. It ain't fun. It's not fun all the time getting up and being here early before everybody comes in and getting everything mopped up and making sure everything is, but it's a responsibility. It's something that I chose. But you have to understand that if you're going to be in business and you're going to want to make money, you have to consider that there are some other things that you may have to do that may not be so fun. Some of the easiest things to do in sublimation: keychains, earrings, flat surfaces, photo frames. We call it home decor items. Very simple. Because somebody told you that you can make so much money doing t-shirts. And the truth of the matter is, the average t-shirt business is not going to make that type of money. So you're going to have to decide on a strategy to add to your business so you can keep more money. Maybe another product to add, to offer. Hey, you know, maybe I'll get blocked or reported because I said that. We're following people on social media who are convincing us that we can make all this money doing certain things. I'm shifting again, y'all. I'm shifting again. They're saying that we can make all this money doing certain things if you buy the class. And they're going to show you how to do it. But let's be honest, man. You're not going to become wealthy or rich simply by selling stuff. And unless you got a patent on it, unless you have a patent on it and it blows up, unless it's something that's going to be reproduced by somebody else and it's not in your hands. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, who do you know is going to spend the next 20 years in their shop making stuff, and that's how they're going to become a millionaire? You can create a profitable business, but you got to think outside the box. You got to think outside of the box. I'm talking only the business owners, though. Grand rising to everybody. I see we're dwindling down over here. Over here, we're dwindling down. It's cool. I'm focused here. Only to business owners. Our talks are about business. Personal opinions will run your business in the ground. Personal feelings will run your business in the ground. I do this because I like it will run your business in the ground. There's so many things out there that we can do and that we can incorporate in our business. I'm a business owner first. I'm a business owner first, y'all. And I look at things differently. I try to look at things differently. I look at things outside of the box. And for many people, that's an uncomfortable situation and an uncomfortable place to be. I just think about when we got started in the retail space and we chose sublimation blanks and supplies. Well, we chose sublimation blanks first as our main source to offer. I thought about, wow, what would have happened if we only had just done tumblers and t-shirts? What would have happened if we had only done tumblers and t-shirts? Where would we be right now had we only done tumblers and t-shirts? If we did not think outside of the box. Think about it. We would have missed out on school season. Backpacks. Lunch boxes. Would have missed out. We're doing embroidery tumblers, t-shirts, and sublimation. Nice variety. Okay, cool. I hope we win. We would have missed out. What if we didn't have memorial type plaques? We have memorial benches, two types. We have RIP, rest in peace frames, and love and memory plaques. What if we didn't have those things and we just only had T-shirts and tumblers? Every time somebody is memorialized, we would miss out. Yeah. And that is a huge, unfortunately, because we will leave this earth. Somebody's leaving every day. Unfortunate, but that is a huge area. What if we didn't have? What if we missed out on Valentine's Day? We didn't have any jewelry. We didn't have anything for like Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day, anniversaries. We didn't have any jewelry. We miss out on those things. I'm just saying. What if it's Christmas is coming up right now? You're probably saying, you know what? What you're saying is just common sense, Eric. Common sense ain't always so common. It's Christmas time. If we had only stuck to T-shirts and tumblers, it's Christmas time. Nobody would be able to come in here and buy Santa sacks, stockings, ornaments. Yeah. Because people will come in and they say, you know what? I'm looking for some holiday things to supplement. I'm looking for some ornaments. See, we have to think outside of the box as business owners. Sublimation is more than just shirts and cups. Not everybody's going to receive what I'm saying as a business owner. Not everybody's going to receive what I'm saying as a business owner, and I'm okay with that. What I won't be okay with is people who ask for recommendations and suggestions and then do the opposite, because the information that we get and share is free. That information is free. But remind you, you're only going to get that information so many times. Have you done your market research? Do you know what the demand is out there? Do you have your customer avatar? Do you know that people are demanding more things than T-shirts and tumblers? That's what I'm trying to tell you. In the field, in the process of sublimation, somebody got mad because I said the field of. Okay, we being politically correct. In the area of sublimation, in the process of sublimation. Well, I know sublimation is a process. While we out here dotting I's and crossing T's, fix our own stuff. It's a whole different demand out there. There is. A lot, man. A whole bunch of stuff out there. And I just wanted to share that with y'all this morning. So I'm going to be on YouTube, y'all. I'm going to be on YouTube. I'm cutting this thing off on TikTok and Facebook and IG. I'm cutting this thing off. And I'm only going to put videos on here that I do short content, video clips on these other platforms. But YouTube is going to be our go-to. When we have these conversations, when we have our business talks, when we talk about business education, business finances, when we talk about business building, when we talk about marketing, advertising, when we talk about pricing, when we talk about things like that, it's only going to be coming off of our YouTube channel. Magnolia, Grand Rising. And I realized that some people are not going to come to the YouTube. And I have to be okay with that. I have to be okay with that because these platforms has made it easy for us to click an app. They've made it possible for us to click an app, sit in our living room, and not do anything else but judge, comment, troll. But the minute we have to spend some time, because some people have been on here for some time now, the minute we have to spend some time on a training, for a period of time, we don't make time for that. No, Tootsie. I think you're gonna be safe on our YouTube channel. I think you're gonna be safe on that. And we're gonna be doing webinars as well. Of course, YouTube is still a social media platform, but we're gonna be doing lots of webinars. We're gonna be inviting you to some free and some paid webinars. Because we need to, as business owners, we need to get you off of these social media platforms, and we need to get you to our own business platform. Facebook group is the Blanks Spot Sublimation group. The Blanks Spot Sublimation group. That's our Facebook group. You can find it in our link tree. Go to our link tree, you can find it. Well, you definitely got to cut ties. But I'm just letting y'all know this is just a verbal warning. This is not a threat. This is what's gonna happen. And it's gonna happen January 1st. So everything after January 1st, we on YouTube, giving all of the information. We're gonna be on our webinars. And we're going to continue to come on these platforms and drop videos and say, hey, come over here. We got some training going on over here. You can interact with us over here. You can ask questions over here. No longer are we going to be doing it on a platform that's comfortable for you, unfortunately. But I want you to think about something as you go forward in your business. Make sure you have a product or a service that people are going to want. Being in business and doing something just because you like it does not make it a business. It has to be a product or a service that somebody else wants other than you. Also, consider this. If you're going to have any type of longevity in your business, you got to consider driving traffic from these social media platforms to your own platform. And I mean, when I say your own platform, I know I'm still going to have to pay for a Zoom. But you got to understand that it's more of a controlled situation. It's not. It's not giving the way it used to give. You got to move people to more of a space that you'll be able to control without being shut down, without being ridiculed, without being trolled. See, if somebody comes on Zoom, I can block them. I can have it set up to where it's not going to be wide open. Only people who have access to Zoom are the people who register for the class. And if somebody registers and causes problems, I can block them. You can't stand on, even with YouTube, I can share, you have to have, and this is what people have to understand. The only platform that allows you to really do it is without any support, I think, is Facebook. And if I'm wrong, somebody correct me. I can share my screen from my computer through my slides on Facebook. I haven't figured out or even know if I could do it directly with YouTube. With everything else, you need a secondary software. I use StreamYard. I'm on StreamYard right now broadcasting to Facebook and YouTube. And I can share my slides and I can share my screen. I can share anything that I want to from there. I can't do that on TikTok. I can't do that on IG. I can't do it on YouTube by itself. I have to have StreamYard to be able to do this. So you got to think about it. If you're going to have any type of longevity in your business, and you're going to have customers, you got to think about email lists. You got to think about text lists. You got to think about their contact information. Because when these social media platforms begin to block you for being reported, and they begin to shut your access down, and you have no way to get any of your contacts, Etsy is another platform. They're dropping people left and right. Hey, Cindy, how you doing? Thanks for jumping on. They're blocking people left and right, and people are losing their contacts. When they do that to you, and you have not collected any data from people, what are you going to do? Now you got to build all over again. Start right now. Start right now. So, hey guys, this is Eric coming in from the Blank Spot Sublimation Blank Supply Store. We're located at 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. Yes, they are. We are located 224 O'Neill Court, Suite 26 and 27. That's Columbia, South Carolina. This is Business Saturday, and I hope I've shared something with you that is making some sense. I hope I'm sharing something with you that's making some sense as business owners. If you are a hobbyist, don't worry about nothing I said. Okay? If you go to our link tree, you'll see our YouTube. But our YouTube name, all of our social media names, they're all the Blank Spot. TheBlanksSpot. Okay? If you're a hobbyist, this ain't got nothing to do with you. If you got a personal opinion and you got a 9-to-5 job and that's all you're doing, this ain't got nothing to do with you. If you're a customer purely and customer only, this ain't got nothing to do with you. But if you are a business owner, this has everything to do with you. Because the last thing you want to do is build up a list and have somebody take it from under you because you were being vocal, you were being verbal, you were sharing something. That's it. Let's be business-like, y'all. Let's grow. Let's be great on purpose. Like I always say, when you know better, that's when you have the ability to do better. And the only knowledge that's powerful is properly applied knowledge. Don't forget to like, share, tag. Go to our YouTube channel. It is The Blank Spot. Subscribe for notifications. There's several free videos on there right now. Check them out. We have business videos. We have maintenance videos. We have Sublimation 101 videos. Check them out, guys. They're there. Lots of content. And I'll see y'all at the top. Thank you, everybody, for sharing. I'll see y'all at the top because there's too many people struggling at the bottom. Peace.